Why did Peter I execute Maria Hamilton? The crowd of onlookers gathered on the Trinity Square of St. Petersburg gasped loudly when the executioner lowered the axe and did his job. And the head of one of the most beautiful girls of the capital fell at the feet of the emperor. Mary's Scottish ancestor appeared in Russia under Ivan the Terrible. Thomas built a brilliant career at the Moscow court and founded a new aristocratic family, Hamilton. Many decades later, a daughter Masha was born in the family of William Hamilton. Maria appeared at court for the first time at the age of 15, and a year later she was noticed by Empress Catherine and identified as her maid of honor. The girl was immensely beautiful. She simply shone with the splendor of her youth. But in addition to natural beauty, the same nature has endowed Maria with a cunning, shrewd and extremely lively mind, but immense ambition will eventually turn her into a cruel person. The place of the maid of honor did not suit the girl much. Therefore, Maria set herself the goal of conquering the emperor. Having excellent external data, the young lady in waiting quickly drew the attention of Peter Alexeyevich. But after playing enough, the Tsar quickly cooled down to Maria. The doors to the royal bedchamber, until recently always open, have slammed shut forever. However, a huge ego suggested that this would not work. Maria decided, no matter what it cost her, to return the favor of the emperor. To achieve her goal, Hamilton became close to the Tsar's orderly Ivan Orlov. From him, Maria knew everything about Peter's life. But Maria's hope, through Orlov, to get closer to the Tsar again was not justified. The orderly turned out to be a match for the Tsar. He was infatuated with the girl for a very short time and then switched to others. But Maria didn't need an orderly, her goal was the emperor. Therefore, she endured all Orlov's drunken and amorous spree. In the quiet from the sovereign, the orderly played cards and was often beaten by his fellow gamblers for debts. He took out his anger on Hamilton by letting go of his hands, but Maria endured. The end justifies the means. Realizing that Orlov must be kept at any cost, Maria began to steal the royal jewels. After selling them, she gave the money to Orlov, who paid off his debts and then got into them. Still, sometimes, Maria's criminal efforts to be closer to the Tsar justified themselves. From time to time, Peter invited the lady-in-waiting to his chambers. Visits to the emperor were not frequent, but the girl believed that the ice had moved. But everything was crossed out by one case. A rolled-up blanket was found in the thickets of the palace park. Unwrapping the bundle, the guards saw the body of the baby. An investigation began, but no one was caught in this atrocity. But as time has shown, not for long. One day Peter received a denunciation of one of his confidants, but being busy, he put the document in his pocket and safely forgot. And after a while I remembered about the paper, and I started looking, but I couldn't find it. Having turned over the whole office, Pyotr in a rage began to call Orlov. Seeing the bloodshot royal eyes and a distorted face, the orderly decided that Peter had found out about his connection with Hamilton. Falling on his knees, the servant laid out everything, as if in confession. Expecting to hear where the document had gone, Peter found out that his orderly had started an affair with his mistress. Moreover, she gave birth to a child and then got rid of him. During the interrogation, Orlov showed that Maria was repeatedly allowed to get pregnant with medication, and recently after giving birth she got rid of the child. He also told about the debts and that Hamilton stole jewelry from the empress. Peter did not believe the servant at first, but during a search of the maid of honor's chambers, part of the stolen was found. Hamilton was taken in shackles to the Peter and Paul fortress, where she confirmed Orlov's words under torture. The investigation went on for several months, after which the court sentenced Maria Hamilton to capital punishment. A very young girl was taken to Trinity Square. In the last seconds of her life, the emperor was by her side. Eyewitnesses of what was happening claimed that when Hamilton's head was at the feet of the Tsar, he picked it up, kissed it on the lips, crossed himself and left without saying a word.